Hey everyone, Micah here. Welcome back to another edition of Redneck Works. Today on the Bronco, we're going to work on some interior door panels. Just something to stiffen up the doors a little bit, as well as add in our interior door handles. I'm going to be using this sheet of 16 gauge steel. Hopefully it won't be too hard to cut. It's just going to be a general square. I'll make the cutouts for the interior door handles and everything once I get to that point. I'm also probably going to use this to build a glove box into the dash over on the passenger side. Keep things like paperwork, registration, insurance, all that, as well as maybe a medical kit for emergencies while we're out having fun. So here's our rough panel. This has some flathead self-tapping screws to hold it on. Okay, so we got both door panels done. We got the interior door latches done. It came out pretty clean. These are actually off of a early 2000s Toyota Tacoma. I had to find ones where when you pull the handle, move his lever on the back side forward in order to pull the cable to undo the latch. And that was actually harder to find than I thought it would be. Most of them, if you pull the handle back towards you, brings the lever on the inside also back towards you. And I didn't want to have to rig up any kind of pulley system or something to counter that. So we're all done with these. The door latches with those YJ latches on the outside. Looking on the inside. Nice easy pull. And there's our doors. So right now I'm just working on all the interior stuff pretty much all at once. And then, as you can see, I took out my seats. I got the new seats for it. We're going to clean all this up. I'm going to put some bed liner down, the U-pull liner for the entire floor and the sides. That's why nothing is painted yet, but we'll get to that point when I'm ready to do it all at once. So over here on the passenger side, we got our glove box pretty much formed up and in place. It's 8 inches deep, made out of that same 16 gauge steel, screwed in top and bottom. It ain't going anywhere. We'll paint that up when we're ready to do the rest. Also added some cup holders because that's a necessity. Made my own mount for the speedometer. Just a cheap $40 GPS positioning speedometer. Took off a universal bracket for GPS and phones. Added this magnet to the back instead of the old clip that's supposed to go into the air vent. And just as a teaser for future videos, like I say, I'm going to be doing the seats. Here's one of the new ones we got to put in. It's a slider, full back recliner. Kind of needed to be able to slide it forward and back. I'm 6'3", the wife's 5'3". We don't exactly sit in the same position. I ordered a bunch of stuff for this Bronco. There's going to be a lot of new videos. Couple teasers down here. Going to be putting in my high lift jack, making my own bracket for that. Some of you probably recognize these electrical connectors. So I got the winch coming in this week. Gonna have to make a bracket to mount that. Of course, I got my harnesses for the seats. One thing I didn't mention is I've also been working on some, I guess you could kind of consider them soft top windows. Come take a look at this. And this is a cheap budget build. Nothing too nice, nothing too fancy, just stuff that works. So I had my wife go ahead and sew on this Velcro to some heavy vinyl. We tested it, left it out in the sun for days and days. It didn't yellow, it didn't crack. Just Velcro that there. Go down along the sides. And there we have our cheap, inexpensive Redneck window. If anything, it'll at least help keep out the dirt, the mud, whatever we might be going through. Not airtight, but might keep us clean at least. So like I say, stay tuned. A lot of videos to come, a lot of work to be done. Hope to hear some comments. I'm hoping to hear some constructive criticism, some ideas from other people who are working on their projects. Maybe something I haven't thought about yet. I'm Micah with Redneck Works.